Hey guys, just a quick little announcement. It is the last days, depending when you're watching this, pretty much the last 24 hours to grab the working and lurking merch. So if you have not got this one on order and you do want it, it will not be up for sale again, full stop. This is going to be a super duper limited edition item. So link will be in the description for this one if you want to grab it, but last day to get this one. Well, the title of this one probably says it all. Good morning, lovelies. ZoëTwoDots here with some more Pokemon Go. Probably not mostly goodness, but we'll get to the news bit here first, and then I have got some new evolutions, some Pokédex entries, and I finally hatched something very, very fun later in this video. But let's get to the point. You've probably read the title and you can get the gist of where this is going, sadly. So kind of twofold in this. Niantic has announced that they will be postponing the Liverpool Safari Zone and the Philadelphia Safari Zone. So for all intents and purposes, those dates for the currently held Safari Zones are cancelled. They are not going ahead at their current date, location, all that jazz. This announcement says they're going to be looking for future dates, possibly later in the year, to reschedule. I would assume, again, as they said with the Missouri one, it's going to be looking to reschedule in these exact areas or as close to it, I would imagine. So no safaris, full stop, happening at the start of this year, it would seem, in the first half at least of this year. No Missouri, no Liverpool, and no Philadelphia, all postponed. Additionally, with that as well, today, or depending on time zone, like a little bit, yesterday, whatever it might be, Australia, within the last 24 hours, has just announced a full travel ban, full stop, for leaving the country. It's really hard at the moment to get, it's only been a couple of hours, it's really hard to get a clear definition on if it's like illegal to leave the country or just purely stage 4 not advised. Regardless, I cannot leave the country, full stop, until this ban, this stage 4 kind of like, quarantine is lifted eventually. I don't know when. And given the severe incline of cases in Europe, I know that I said previously that like maybe even if the safari's cancelled, maybe I'll still go to Liverpool. I can't leave the country, so I will not even be attending Liverpool, London, Europe, full stop, at this stage for this trip. Yeah, I have to make some phone calls and cancel some more flights. The one time I was a good egg and I did everything in advance, it's come back to bite me in the bum. But there's no way I could have predicted a global pandemic. So let me get you into the details of what Niantic has said for these, because I want to make sure I give you guys accurate information. So we're looking into alternate dates and we'll provide an update as soon as possible. So I'll link to all of this down below as well if you guys want to read through at your own leisure, or if I, maybe don't say something clear enough. So Safari Zone St. Louis has previously been announced. The postponement, they will refund the amount paid by trainers if they request a refund of their tickets. So deadline to request the refund for Missouri is March 25th at midnight PT. If you do not request a refund, you'll be able to use your existing ticket for the rescheduled Safari Zone. Keep that in mind. Additionally, if you decide to retain your ticket, not only will it follow on to the rescheduled Safari, you'll be able to have, there'll be basically active Safari Zone Pokemon encounters and special research globally in the original scheduled event hours in your local time zone. So whatever your ticket said, basically convert that to your local time zone. No, sorry, not convert it. If your Missouri ticket said 10 AM Saturday, basically 10 AM Saturday, if you have that ticket where you are in the world, that will be your game day. Play at home, put an incense on. If you're not under lockdown, maybe safely. Again, make your own safe choices. I can't tell you what to do. I don't live where you exactly are right now. I can't advise you on what's safe and healthy. Go spin a couple of stops, whatever it might be. Go meet up with 2 friends and walk around at a safe distance. Or stay home, whatever. But yeah, basically if you keep your ticket, you'll have access to the reschedule, plus you'll get this in-game spawns happening when it was supposed to have happened. No action is required to keep your ticket, so if you've got the ticket, you don't have to do anything to make sure it is kept. Liverpool Safari will refund the amount paid by trainers if they request a refund of their tickets. Same details there. The deadline to request a refund for Liverpool is April 15th, midnight PT. If you do not request a refund, you'll be able to use your existing ticket for the rescheduled Safari Zone. As an added bonus, those who retain their tickets will be able to, same deal, wherever you are in the world, you'll get the in-game spawns that you would have had on that weekend, however, you know, enjoy it under lockdown. If you purchase the City Explorer Pass add-on, your City Explorer Pass will still work as originally intended during the Safari Zone weekend event in the city of Liverpool. Keep that in mind. However, if you decide to play elsewhere, you will only experience a portion of the bonuses. I've got a link here to the help center as well. I imagine this is, you know, obviously, if I'm playing in Australia, I can't go and visit the iconic tower and do a raid at the such and such bridge and go and see the beautiful flower park. Those things don't exist. Those Liverpool landmarks don't exist in Australia, so I can't access that portion of it. There were still other bonuses, I think, for like Stardust and particular eggs or something, I think. So I guess, I mean, like, I don't really have a choice, so I'll just retain it, I guess. But keep that in mind, that could influence, I guess, your decision if you want to get a refund or not, because that is, I guess, an additional cost. Keep in mind as well, obviously situations could change in Liverpool, in London, where it may not be safe for you to actually do those, you know, for it to function how it could. This is your choice. Niantic is leaving that little pass choice in your hands. You can opt for the refund, happy days, get your cash back, or you can make, you know, safe choices for yourself. If in the meantime Liverpool decides to lock down all, you know, you can't leave your house, obviously obey your local laws. Again, no action is required to keep your ticket and participate in the global gameplay. Safari Zone Phillies, same thing. You can get a refund full amount. The cutoff for refunds is May the 6th for Philly. If you don't request a refund, you can use your ticket for the rescheduled Safari Zone and for the in-game, you know, global spawns. Additionally, the same thing applies for the City Explorer Pass for the Philly City Explorer Pass. If you're in Philly, it's going to work as originally intended. If you're not in Philly, obviously you can't visit the big Philly arch. Is that Missouri has the arch? You can't visit the cool Philly cheesesteak factory that was gonna be featured as a raid. But the other intended features will work as intended. So yeah, all of that will be linked down below for you guys. Yeah, I guess at this stage, I mean, there's no point in me seeking the refund, I guess. I might as well try and get the spawns where I am. It's a sad start to the year. I was so, after like a couple of months of being, you know, grounded and being at home, after the Taiwan Safari Zone was the last, like, you know, big trip of last year, and having several months back at home and, you know, getting things organized and being like, oh, okay, my house is in a nice order, everything's all good. I'm so ready to see the squad again. I'm so ready for a big, you know, summer of travel and film and creativity. Yeah, this is a bit of a dampener on the start of the year, but I don't know. I think I was chatting to Reversal about this, like we were just saying, as much as this sucks, once this is all revolved, you bet I'm going to be living the last 6 months of this year as though I had an entire 12 months crammed into it. Like there's going to be so much. Like once that little, like, it's safe to do things, dudes. Whoo! I mean, in the meanwhile, we're still going to make some fun stuff, but boy howdy. I appreciate so much more the experiences that I had last year through the lens now that it can be so quickly and easily snuffed away, you know, through situations entirely out of my control. Like, I don't think anyone could have predicted this level of like what the heck is going on in the world. So yeah, once this is all done and dusted, you better believe I'm going to be getting my butts to every single one of you lovelies to make up for lost time, basically. To have fun, raids, trades, photos, just like hang out, eat food together, and share those amazing experiences as best we can. So for now, it's kind of our responsibility to stay safe, stay healthy, look out for one another. Again, remember to be human if nothing else, if the anxiety of this, if the stress, if the chaos is getting too much, stop and remember, be human, be a good egg. And we need to help each other out and help each other through this together as a society. Don't forget as well that just because you might be social isolating, you don't need to be socially isolated. We have plenty of ways to connect with one another through live stream, through Discord chat, through whatever it might be. You know, sometimes you think you're connected by, you know, texting with friends, but things like that. But actual face-to-face or phone chat or video chat conversation really does help significantly more than just reading and writing. Get on a call and have a chat to a friend. It will, I guarantee you, boost your mood for the day. Gosh, sad. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. So I apologize to all of the good eggies that were, you know, expecting to see me out and about at these events. It's kind of out of my control, this one. So we'll make it happen. We'll make up for it in the future. And to all my international lucky friends, I'll get to you guys eventually. So I guess for the remainder of this video, let's get into a couple of evolutions. And to update you guys, I was hatching a couple of 7-kilometer eggs out doing a little item lap with a friend. Social isolating. Doing an item lap and I finally hatched. Hatching. Yay, we got finally, oh my god, after so many Lileep and Omanyte, Archon registered to the Pokédex to then be brutally undercut and punched in the gut when I praised and checked its IVs. Not likely. It's one IV off being the worst possible Archon you could hatch, which is pretty on brand. So, I mean, we've got one. That means we can always trade them in the future for cheaper. I mean, it'd be a pretty sweet lucky trade. It's pretty trash. So, any Australia luckies, I guess if we, I don't know when we're gonna see each other, but you know, we could maybe trade that bad boy. That's a decent, I think, kind of fun lucky trade. Additionally, there's been a whole bunch of other raids popping out that are soloable, a bunch of different you know, variety of things that are pretty easy. Got this bad boy for once in my life, off-brand, decent IVs. So I think, yeah, I've got enough. Oh, I don't have enough candies. Probably gonna have to maybe walk with this guy. I'll put some rares into that. I'll do some trades. So that'll be an eventually evolution for sure. But keep your eyes out. If you are allowed, obviously, again, local rules. If you're allowed to go out solo, I'm not saying go out in groups, go out, you know, by yourself, potentially in your car. Don't play while driving, but to drive to the destination. Maybe there's a couple of, you know, 1-star or 2-star raids you can solo yourself. If you need to get these ones done and things like that. Otherwise, of course, be smart, be safe. You can hatch Rog and Roller, do some star jumps in the house with Adventure Sync on, it does work. Don't forget to be physically active even if you are cooped up in your house. But let's see, what else can we evolve in here? Ooh, we got that spicy. This is one of the hatches I hatched, the 98 Carablast. I think that's pretty appropriate. I don't have enough. Why did I think it was 100? Those are expensive boys when you don't trade them. Okay. Now the 98, it is the Dwebble. We'll go all the way up to Crustle for this one. Cheap evolution, cheap little Pokédex entry, and a pretty cute Pokemon. I'm going to be challenging myself to try and take some fun AR photos while cooped up at home or while doing other, you know, not out and about exploring necessarily activities. So, theme for any other AR lovelies as well if you want to get on board for, you know, this week or this month maybe. Let's make it this month. I want to see some awesome and nice challenging indoor AR photos. Interpret that brief however you would like. Something creative, something unique, you know, how are you spending your time indoors and how are your Pokemon coping with that as well? You cooking it up in the kitchen with your Munchlax? Is your Skitty having a couple of fights with your actual kitties? Let me know. I want to see the pics. As always, hashtag ZTD News on Instagram for the chance to get featured. I'm gonna try and maybe post as many as I can as well, just to kind of share that idea with you guys. Still a couple of candies off on the Scraggy. Been feeding them in gyms that I've been in for a couple of days. Oh, this is a spicy one. I'm pretty sure Billy and I were talking about potentially swapping shiny Scythers or some other shiny when we one day finally meet. So we could always evolve it and swap the Sizer. What do you guys reckon? Should we evolve this one? It's a really nice evolution. Its IV sucks, so I can always do a lucky trade with it and swap for someone. So yeah, let's do it. Let's evolve Scyther all the way into Scyzor. God, I mean, the Scyther shiny is kind of creepy. He's got like this weird flesh neck. It looks like tendons are all connected. It's a bit gross. But the Scyzor, give him the clamps. Jimmy Two Knives with these big clampy hands. I love it. It's such a robust shiny. Like I don't normally like green shinies, but the lime green, that's where it's at. Oh, nice. Yes, thank you. This is something I need to AR photo for sure. Thankfully have a backyard that is, you know, no one else can really get in. So I've got a little bit of nature I can do, a few nature photos potentially, maybe get Tiny on the orange tree. We'll see, that'd be a nice contrast. Ooh, and let's go one more shiny that I don't have. The shiny coughing into, oh my gosh, shiny coughing into wheezing. That's, I guess, seems kind of appropriate. Or inappropriate, I don't know. If we can't laugh at ourselves during these times, what can we do? Coughing into wheezing, then into a full recovery through rest and medical care, hopefully. Again, wishing everyone nothing but the best health out and about and whatever you're doing in life. Oh, such a nice shiny. They're both such good shinies. That color, blue and purple together like that tealy color and the purple. I love it. Ooh, such a good one. That's another great one for photos too, I need to do. Also, thank you Jimmy Smiggles in Melbourne for the trade to finish off my little set. Also, to update you guys for funsies, ta-da, my Go Plus is still blessed. Still blessed. We Go Plus a shiny Psyduck. Pretty average on the IVs, but I'm pretty sure this is my second spare now to give to someone. Yeah, I've got one that I'm holding for April and then one now spare to trade. So, yeah. Let me know how you guys are dealing with all this. You know, if there's things that you want to suggest for videos or things that would be helpful for you to keep you entertained while you're potentially on lockdown. Do you want some cooking videos? Do you want some house? I'm not gonna really do a house tour, it's nothing to it. So here's my house, ta-da. We're gonna be having a whole bunch of Animal Crossing streams over on Twitch as well. That game comes out in 2 days. So that's gonna be awesome. But yeah, I'll try my best to keep a good flow of content and information for you guys to keep you all entertained during this. And you know, if you need some suggestions like, hey, can we have a voice chat in the Discord or you know, something to that effect. I don't think I can just let it be the Wild West, but if you have a suggestion, leave it down below. Are you someone who's also going to be affected by the postponements of the safari zones? Let me know. Let's, you know, get the frustration out here. Again, I think this is the smart, healthy choice. This is something that's out of Niantic's control. They can't really control a global pandemic. Oh, by the way, Genesect research will be 100% playable from home. I'm not sure if everyone's across that, but the Genesect research will be 100% playable from home. I might try to do the whole thing from home just to kind of illustrate the point that you can do it. But yes, be sure to hit the bell for that one as well because I will get it earlier. We're 15 hours at least earlier than the USA. So if you guys want a bit of a try before you buy, know what it's going to be like, make sure you are following bell on so you know when it goes up. We'll get through this. We'll make this happen. We'll make it work. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you are new, please be sure to subscribe. Thank you to everyone who did leave a like as well. And if you'd like additional ways to support the channel, links for Patreon and the merch are in the description down below. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful morning, noon, night, whatever time it is for you. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.